Season 5 of the Itsy Bitsy Zoomcast. And happy anniversary to you, Sheila.
Happy anniversary, Liz.
So we've been doing the Itsy Bitsy Zoomcast for 2 years now, and a lot has happened. But before we dive into that, I'll just say hello, everybody. I'm Liz Charlene Tate. I am the lead coach for the Western Professional Development Center.
And my name is Sheila Gould, and I'm chair of the education department here at Holyoke Community College, and I supervise our early childhood practicum students who always get to be guest hosts each season of the Itsy Bitsy Zoomcast. And Liz and I met with them last night to help them prepare to record season 5.
So for season 5, we decided that we needed to do something that was filled with joy. And just to take some of the seriousness off of our minds and have a place where we could just celebrate the magic, wonder, and joy
That's the word.
of early childhood. And so this season is called, it's written down here, TikTok Highlights, Celebrating Early Childhood Moments from an Unexpected Place. That's right, Sheila. We are actually going to be analyzing and watching TikTok videos on this season.
We are, and I've been using TikTok in class a lot. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. But because it's our 2-year anniversary, we thought we'd share with you a few of the amazing things that have happened since we began recording the Itsy Bitsy Zoomcast. Because gosh, we've been busy.
It's been a busy 2 years.
Yeah, we sat down today and we started to think about what has happened over the last 2 years. And there really is a lot, but we want to share a couple of the things. So the first is we have presented in a national conference about this project, which was really, really neat.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah, we were able to present how it helps my course content, but also the field. And Liz's work with Strong Start. So that's been really exciting.
Yeah, it was a place where we could talk about sort of our own ideas around how to embrace social media and how to use it as a tool, as a strategy to connect with others and help them understand deep concepts.
So that was really an awesome thing. We do have another conference we're presenting at coming up, but we've interviewed some really incredible guests.
Yes, we've interviewed a senator and the early childhood commissioner, president of Holyoke Community College, and
family child care providers and teachers and directors. We did have on Dr. Junlei Lee from Harvard, who has done work with the Fred Rogers Institute on small, simple interactions. And he was so moved by getting to know our students that Dr. Lee donated a portion of his speaking fees from that year toward a scholarship for HCC early childhood students.
That was a proud moment.
Really, really proud moment, and felt really good to have something tangible and supportive happen from this project. We've done a couple other really big things here on campus.
You talk about the big one.
All right. So the big one is that we were able to, with our team, work with leadership here at Holyoke Community College and establish a child watch program called the Itsy Bitsy Child Watch. It is a free child watch program for all HCC students where they can bring their children to campus at a safe and engaging environment. While they go and take classes or use services on campus. And gosh, it's thriving.
It's pretty incredible. And I just want to acknowledge Kim Quinlan, our fearless leader, who has really worked really hard to make this a reality. It's been a dream of Sheila's for years. But we know that childcare can be the thing that stops somebody from being able to continue their education, to be able to go to college. And I just have to say that this is the first community college in Western Mass that has a child watch and the second in the state.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that's just a proud moment.
Huge proud moment. Couldn't have done it without our team and without an administration on campus that was really willing to hear our needs and then to work with us to make sure that the program was really high quality and not just a place, but an amazing place. So we're really, really proud of that. And it's very special that they were open to naming it the Itsy Bitsy Child Watch program.
For sure. And I do want to give a shout out to Leslie Pilder, who was the interim director of the Itsy Bitsy Child Watch when it was getting off the ground. And now Emily Stout is the director of the Itsy Bitsy Child Watch, along with her co-director, Kira Murphy. Yeah. So they're doing an amazing job.
They really, really are. And I'm so thankful that that program this year. And gosh, it's beautiful down there. It's really, really a beautiful space with big windows and a small outdoor area. And it's just been wonderful.
So how come TikTok? Why TikTok?
Why TikTok? So Liz and I noticed throughout the pandemic that one of the most fun ways that we communicate with each other is sharing TikToks with each other that come across our beautifully curated For You pages that relate to our work and our passion for this field in a really positive way. So last semester, I was teaching my curriculum course, and Liz and I were talking about all the TikToks we share and how can we show these to students and make it really meaningful for the course? So Liz came to class.
Yep, I came up with the idea of curating a number of TikTok videos that highlighted risk-taking in early childhood. And so we looked at each video that showed kids figuring out what their bodies can do and having really great conversations about each person's comfort level with allowing a young person to take risks on the playground, in the classroom. And it was a great evening. It was a great conversation. So we knew we wanted to do something with TikTok. And then a while back, I came across a TikTok, Tariq, the corn kid. And not only did it just make me happy, and I had to watch it 6 times in a row, and we'll show you the video, but a brief clip of it. But what I was so moved by was this child's pure enthusiasm, pure excitement over something as simple as corn, and that someone turned it into a song that really impacted a lot of people. And one of the parts that I loved so much about the video was I think it was his grandmother who was sitting next to him. And it was so clear in watching her facial expressions that this is just who this amazing kid is. And I just thought, wow, that genuine love of something that's so pure and honest is one of the things I absolutely love about being in the early childhood field is that's where kids are at, is just being delighted by something as simple as a ladybug or corn.
Yeah. And, I talk a lot with my students about emergent curriculum and giving students, the students they work with, a chance to share what they're interested in. And what I thought was great about Tariq is how expressive he was, how knowledgeable he was, right? He had the chance to be knowledgeable about something he cared about. And he was so enthusiastic. And what was great is that the adults in the conversation with him, not only his grandmother, but the person interviewing him, continued this conversation by showing genuine interest in Tariq as an expert on corn, right? He got to be the expert, and gosh, he knew so much about the subject. And I think it was wonderful that it was turned into a song that went extremely viral. I mean, it felt more than viral, very, very viral. It showed us all that kids are valuable as autonomous humans who are living an authentic and meaningful part of their life. They're not just little future adults. They're important as they are, and they deserve those moments to talk and be conversed with and be valued.
Absolutely. I think that we say it a lot, that kids are living their real lives now. It's not to prepare them for the future. Whatever's happening for them at whatever age they are, that's their real life. It's not to plan for the next step. That's us putting that on them, that they should be ready for the next thing. They're just in the moment, and that is their real life. And so we need to honor that and celebrate it. So
and protect it.
Yes.
And protect it. Yeah. So what we thought we would do is show you a quick video, a quick clip of the corn song, just to give you some context of what we're gushing over. And then we'll watch another video of a father and son having a little conversation to give you a snippet of what our students will be bringing to the season. All right, ready for a screen share?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Come up with this idea? Bro, we can't drink.
That's not what we want to show at all. So we're going to edit that.
Me, I really like corn.
What do you like about corn?
It's corn. A good corn Vietnam. It has the juice. And a more beautiful pretty. It's corn. I can tell you all about it. I mean, look at this thing. I'm excited to have amazing things.
Oh, so fabulous. I just love it. It's corn. It's corn. I love having conversations with children. I love giving them that chance to
Mhm.
just share what's on their mind and what they're excited about.
Right.
So because of that, we thought, how can we bring this into the Itsy Bitsy Zoomcast? So I was thinking about my practicum students, and last semester they took curriculum with me, and one of their tasks was to take content they learned in curriculum and make it into TikTok videos so that they can start to be modern advocates for our field
Yes.
and share what they know in a way that's really engaging for the public. So I had given them this TikTok challenge where at the end of every unit, small groups of students would create a TikTok that would share one thing that they learned in that unit of the course. And we shared it on our TikTok page, which is called Itsy Bitsy Learning Lab _HCC. And so they share these videos, and I made them do it as a contest where if they got 1,000 likes on a video, they could pick a tattoo that I would get.
Yes, indeed.
And that did happen. But aside from that, I thought, how can I continue their engagement with the public and their engagement with TikTok as a positive social media influence on our field? So while they're taking their practicum now, they are working in teams to find videos on TikTok that are beautiful examples of adult-child interactions. And then they're using those videos to pair with current research on what we know about best practices and the best interactions we can have with kids.
Right. And you are partnering with the HCC librarian
Yes.
to help them do their research and
Camille Close. So Camille is partnering with the students to help them really look closely at their videos and find current research that gives them the language to be able to describe, why do I really like this video? Why does it give me all the good feels? Why do I really think this is a good example of adults encouraging positive developmental strides? So Camille's working with the students, and the students will be joining Liz and I, showing their favorite videos and telling us what research says about these beautiful interactions.
so let's go ahead and watch the video that we're excited to share with all.
Yeah,
of
we
you.
chose the video too, because we didn't want to be left out.
Yeah.
So the video we're going to show, it is available on TikTok, but we chose to show it from YouTube today just because it's a bit of a clearer clip.
Yes, okay. Did you understand it though? No. Okay. All right. Oh, not this one. This is the grand finale of it. Yeah, that's the last one. That's what I was wondering. I don't know what they're gonna do next season because they did some stuff this time. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh yeah. Right. Don't bring that in. You know what I'm saying? Don't do the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that. Yeah. Like go somewhere else with that, but don't break kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I said. He was like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what in the world? Don't do it here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Really? I thought the same thing. We think a lot alike, huh? Oh, that's crazy. Right.
So that's DJ Pryor and his son, Kingston. And, you know, I think this video has been around for a while, but why do I love this? And what does this have to do with early childhood? Where here's a father and his son having a moment together. But, you know, what this father is doing is actually teaching his child how to engage in a conversation. He waits for him to answer. They're making beautiful eye contact. They're mirroring each other's facial expressions. It's a thing of beauty.
And there's body language happening too. Like, they did their little, because they're expressing themselves, but not just with words. And I think it's so important to know that we do have conversations with babies, with toddlers, before their words are able to be fully articulated.
Right.
And that happens by interacting.
Right. This clip is the important moment. And, you know, I keep thinking about the fact that there are still people who want to say, all you do is play in preschool, or it's glorified babysitting. No, that couldn't be farther from the truth. Every moment with a child is impacting them on some scale, big or small. And this moment here is just one example, I'm sure, of what this father does to encourage his child to feel good in the world and to know that what he says and is going to say matters.
And they're making what's happening in that little baby's brain is so many neurological connections are forming constantly, and they're forming stronger, and they're going to stay when it's human to human.
Absolutely. And it makes me think about Dr. June Lele and Simple Interactions, and that all of us encounter young ones at some point in our lives, and you just never know who or when that moment is going to be the thing that stays with the child. You don't know that, but it's these tiny moments that make all the difference. And that's what people in the early childhood field are doing every day when they're at work, is nourishing those neural pathways, nourishing a child's sense of self and a sense of confidence and identity.
You know, everyone needs a place where they feel valued and feel that sense of belonging. Even from the youngest humans that we interact with, we all need a sense of belonging. And, you know, last night, Liz and I met with the practicum students that you'll meet this season, and I was sharing with them, because they were nervous. You know, you could tell last night they were a little quiet, they were a little nervous. And I'm so excited for them to share their voices, not only because I know they have a lot to share, but because this week I observed them in the field for the first time. And it was so rewarding for me, after getting to know them as their advisor and as their professor, to finally see them interact with children and put into action everything they've learned about child development, about true best practices, about what an adult's engagement in a child's play means. And to watch them live that out was so rewarding for me, because it's a reminder that the people that are working with our youngest citizens, because children are citizens, are so dedicated to their development that they go through countless hours of coursework, observations, mentoring. This is not glorified babysitting. This is a scientific field of dedicated professionals who are not only going into the field to teach, but they're actually pushing back on this idea of schoolifying the early years. They're protecting the early years and implementing opportunities for engagement with their peers, engagement with the adults in the room, engagement with materials, engagement with nature, and all the things that give them a positive sense of self and opportunities to develop in all of their domains. Here, right? I'm a little soapboxy, I guess, right now, but I will say I'm thrilled for the students to bring in their TikToks that help them share their voice and what they care about most about their interactions with children, because these young professionals are talented and dedicated and observant, and they have a lot to share.
And it'll be a really great season.
It's going to be a good season and a different season.
Yeah, completely different.
And a positive one too. So we hope that you stick around and you hang out and watch season 5. If you have TikTok videos that show your favorite interactions between adults and kiddos, please leave them in the comments so that we can share them with students and with each other.
Thank you so much. See you soon.